What's up, guys? Welcome back to Qube Studios. Today I'm going to show you exactly how I created this awesome Oreo ice cream advertisement in Photoshop. We will break down the entire design process step by step so you can learn the techniques behind every effect and recreate the design yourself. Let's jump right into it. If you are new here, subscribe to Qube Studios, turn on post notifications and like this video. Now, let's get started. Okay, so first and foremost, we're gonna create our canvas size, which I'm gonna go with 1080 as the width and then 1350 pixels as the height and then 120 resolution. So I'm gonna create my canvas. So this is the artboard. I'm gonna create a background of the design. So I'll head into my resource folder and then drag and drop in my sky image. Adjust the size to fit or to fill in the canvas size. Head back and then drag and drop in my water image. Okay, I don't want the top part of the water image, so I'm gonna create a mask and then bring in my brush tool and then brush on top of it like this. So yes, brush it like this so I can take off the part that I don't want. Okay. Like this. Okay, now head back to the resource folder and then drag and drop in this water image too. I want the surface part of this water image, so that forms the surface of the image of the water. Yes. So I'm gonna place that one too on top and then create a mask. Pick my brush tool and then brush off the part that I don't want. Brush out this part too, so I blend the two images together. Yes, like this. Okay, gonna adjust it nicely. Brush tool again. Switch the color from black to white, from the foreground from black, foreground and the background from black to white, and then bring back some parts of the image that I mistakenly brushed off nicely like this. Then switch it up again, then take off some of the white parts, like this. Okay, right. But if you look at the two images, they both have two different colors. I think this has a the first water image I dropped has a different color compared to the second one that I dropped on top of it. So I would like them to blend together, and to do that, I'll pick up my adjustments. I'll go to my adjustments layer and then bring in the color balance adjustments layer. Yes, and then create a clipping mask and then play around with the sliders here to get it both to have the same color so it blends well, so you could see the difference now. Now the colors are blending well. Both images are blending well together. So it looks like they are both the same image. Okay, so if I toggle it off and on, you could see the difference now. Yes. Okay. I think I have to a bit. The colors were kind of off, but I want to try and fix that. Yes, now it looks perfect. Okay. Okay, so with my sky image and my water done, I'm gonna go back to my resource folder and then drag and drop in the hand that is coming out of the water. So select this two images and then adjust their position a bit. Okay, so now I have to create the illusion or create the effect of the hand coming out of the water. So to do that, first I'll duplicate this water image on top of the hand and then bring in the second water image here. Then clean some parts of the image like this. Let me undo first. Now adjust the position of the hand a bit like this. I'm gonna adjust the position of the whole thing a bit, drag it down a bit. Yeah, I think somewhere here is fine. And then the first water image, I'm going to decrease the fill, the percentage of the fill, so that we can reveal some parts of the hand reflecting or showing in the water. Yes, something like this. I think this is fine. I'm gonna do this to decrease the flow a bit, flow of the brush to increase the size a bit, and then brush on top of here. Yes, nicely done. Okay, right. So now you could see our hand inside the water. I'm gonna increase the percentage to 40. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yes, nice. So now that we have our hand showing out of the water, I'm going to put all these images into one folder and then name it background. Then lock it so that it's fixed in place. Okay, so now that we have our background design, our background done with our hand coming out of the water nicely, I'm going to bring in the other elements that makes up the design. So I'll first drag and drop in the ice cream image, then adjust the size of the image. The ice cream like this. I think our hand is a bit big, so I'm going to decrease the size a bit. Yes, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. So I can adjust the size of the ice cream image still want to adjust the position of this element a bit. I think this is fine now. Yes, it's fine now. So I can increase the size of this ice cream image a bit. Okay, nice. Tilt it to the right a bit, just like this. Shift it down a bit. Okay, now that we have our ice cream image in place, I'll go and then bring in my hot air balloon, adjust the size. And then bring in the bed. And then bring in the ball. Which ball? So going to go unlock my background image and then place it inside the image so that it shows inside the water. Reveals our ball inside the water. Yes, like this. Nice. I think I have to decrease the opacity because I want the ball to show inside the water. Okay, I think this is fine now. This is fine. Yes. So this is how we achieve this too. So now we have the ball inside the water. We have the ball inside the water. Okay. With that out of the way, I'll go back into my resource folder and then bring in the leaves or the palm branches. Have that too placed here. Like this. Okay, let's increase it a bit. Then shift it to the right a bit. Bring it a bit down here. Okay. Nice. So my composition is done, but we need to paint out the highlights and also the shadows. To do that, I'll first point out where our light source is coming from. So in this case, our light source is coming from the left hand side of the design. That's this part. So I'm gonna create a new layer and then go for the brush to increase the size, and then I drop the color of the background and then choose the lighter shade of the blue color, then increase the flow to like 80. I think let's go for 90. Okay, 90 is fine. Increase the size and then just click once. Good. So our light source is coming from this part of the design, or this part of the sky. Yes. So first I'll paint the shadows for the highlights for the ice cream image. So I'll create a new layer and then create a clip mask by holding Hot on your keyboard and then going in between the new layer and the ice cream image, and then click on top of it like to create a clipping mask. Then I'll head to my foreground and then I drop the background color and then go for the lighter shade of the color like this. Okay, pick up my brush tool. Shortcut for the brush tool is B on the keyboard, and then drop down the percentage of the flow to like 70. So I'm gonna zoom in so I can get control of it very well, and then paint on top of it like this. Nicely, gentle and nice. Creating the highlights and then the shadows makes it looks more realistic. Yes, so I'm going to change the blending options to screen and then drop down the percentage of the fill to like 50. I'll double click on the highlights layer, and then when the blending options open, I'll come to under layer, hold on Hot on your keyboard and then click and drag this slider to even or to blend the lighter the highlights that we painted on the ice cream image well with the image, so it blends well, so it looks more real or more natural. So I'll go with I think 30. So if I come here and then toggle it off, you could see the difference. See, nicely done and clean. So now you're done with the ice cream, painting the highlights on the ice cream image. I'll head to the hot air balloon image too, and then do exactly the same thing I did like this. Zoom in, then change the size of the brush tool and then paint on top of it like this. Like the same thing I did. Drop down the opacity. Then double click and then do this. Okay, nice. I'm gonna zoom out. Okay, so with that done, I'm gonna go then do same for the bed also. Change the blending options, screen, and then paint top of it like this. Same way we did the other Once the same thing, you're gonna do, double click and then hold Alt and then play around with the slider so it blends well with the image. I think I'll go with 60. I think this is okay. Nicely done. Okay. But lest I forget, there's one thing I needed to do. So looking at the environment of the design, or looking at the overall design, the color of the sky image or the sky texture is blue. So I need to blend the images so that it all looks natural. It doesn't look like the image has just been taken and then just placed on top of it. So to achieve that effect, for the images to blend well with the background, I'll first and foremost, I'll start with the ice cream image. I'll pick up a solid color adjustment layer, and then create a clipping mask, double click, and then choose the background color or the sky color, and then pick one of the shades of it, that a lighter shade but not too light, some light shade of it, and then place it on top of the image, and then change the fill opacity to drop it down to 10. I think it's fine. Or maybe we could change the blending option to screen, something like this. Yes, solid. Maybe let me bring it down to 8. I think 8 is fine. I'll do same for the other elements too. So this is for the hotel balloon. See it nicely. Do same for the bed. Slid down. Let me change it like this. Okay, let me put it like this. Put it like this. So, because it should have been the first thing I should have. It should have been the first thing I should have done, but it escaped me a bit. So yes. So with that done, we'll go to the leaf image. I'll do same thing. I'll just duplicate, hold Alt on my keyboard, and then click and drag the color fill layer onto the leaves layer to create a clipping mask like this on top of the leaf image, and then also paste on top of it the highlights like we did for the other images. So I'll zoom in and then paint on top of it like this. Change the blending option to screen, then paint on top of it like this, slowly and nicely. Decrease the fill percentage a bit to 35, and then do this to it too. Nicely. So you can see the difference now. Yeah. See the difference now. Yes. Okay. Do same for our ball too. But before that, let me clean up my layer panel. So I'm gonna place all of them in their individual groups. So name this one bed. Name this one balloon. I always do this for my design so that I keep my layers panel clean. Do this for the ice cream. Do this same thing for the leaves too. Okay, so now I head into my background folder and then select the beach ball. Do exactly the same thing I did for them. So first I'll bring in the color, the solid color adjustment layer, place it on top, and then create a clip mask, and then also I'll paint the highlights for the board too. So pick up the color we use for the highlights and then brush on top of it gently like this. Change the blending option to screen and then decrease the percentage of the opacity like this, 40. Double click on it and then blend the highlights to the image evenly. So you could see when I toggle off and on, you could see the difference. Let me decrease the percentage a bit to like 35. I think this is fine. We're gonna do the same thing too for the hand. So I'm gonna duplicate the fill color, place it on top of the hand, create a clipping mask like this. So you could see the difference like that. Then I'm gonna create a highlight like we did for the other elements. I'm gonna zoom in and then decrease the size of my brush too. Since the light is hitting up from here, our highlights are going to be created here on the hand, on this part of the hand. Paint up on top of it nicely like this. Little of it will hit at this part of the hand too, like this. Paint on top of it gently. Like that, gently like that. You have to take your time so that you can get it precisely. Nicely. Yeah, go around all the other parts of the hand. Just gently like this. Sorry, let me undo this and then do it well. Good. The shortcut for undo on your keyboard is Ctrl+Z. That's to undo. Yes, so same thing. Gonna change the opacity, the blending option to screen, and then do the same thing we did for the other ones too. Hold hot and then play with the slider so it blends nicely with the object. I think this is fine. So when I toggle off and on, you can see the difference. Yes, let me decrease the fill percentage a bit. I think let's go with like 80. I think this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, this is fine. Okay, so you can see the difference. Yes. Okay. Okay, so now that we've got our highlights done on top of the objects, now if you look at the ice cream image, it's falling on top of the hand, and with where our source of light is coming from, it makes it cast a little bit of shadow in the palm of the hand. So I'm gonna create that shadow effect inside the hand, so that it makes it look more realistic. So to do that, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go into my adjustments, click and bring up my adjustments layer, and then choose exposure, and then create a clipping mask, and then bring down the exposure to like I think let's go with 2. Since it's a bright day, the shadows won't be too harsh, so I think this is fine. So I'm going to invert it. To do that, I'm gonna select the exposure adjustment layer, go to where the layer mask is created, and then hold on to Control and press I on my keyboard to invert it like this, and then pick up my brush tool and then change the black color as the foreground, and then bring the white and change it to white. So I'll change my foreground to white on my color panel here, and then increase the size of my brush, zoom in, and then paint to create that shadow. So you're gonna do that gently like this, like this, gently. I'm gonna paint that gently, the palm gently like this, gently, the time, gently, nicely. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to decrease the percentage of the fill, push it down a bit. Since it's a bright day, the shadow won't be too harsh. Yes, it won't be too harsh. It's going to be a soft shadow. So you're gonna get it nicely like this. Let me zoom out and let's see how it looks. Yes, so when I toggle it off and on, you can see the difference. See the difference. Yeah. See the difference. Okay, so as it's done, it's still not done. I want it to blend evenly, or to blend well. I don't want it to look too harsh, because now it still looks a bit harsh. So what I'll do is I'll double click on the mask that's created for the exposure layer. Double click it, and then it will take me to the layer properties, the mask properties, and then I'll play around with this feather slider here. I'll just push it further to like, let's say 30. Good. So now you could see the difference now. The shadow is there, but now it's not too harsh. It looks very clean and natural. Yes. Okay. So now I'm going to lock my background image, the background images. Yeah, so this is it. So this is how I created this Oreo ice cream product manipulation. This is how I went about it. The last thing to add is the logo of the Oreo product. So I'm just going to place it top here. So this is how I achieved this design. Okay, so this is how I achieved this Oreo ice cream product design or manipulation. Okay, so to make the design look more fantastic and amazing, there's one last thing I would like to add. So I'm gonna merge all these layers and then head here to filter, and then come to my camera raw filter. Yes, so here I'm just going to play around with the sliders here to make the colors and then the elements in the design pop more, so it looks more natural. So first and foremost, I'm gonna push the exposure to like 5, put contrast to like 10, highlights to like 5, shadows I'm gonna decrease it to like 5, white to like 5, -5, black to like -5, and then play around with the texture slider to like 12, clarity to like 10, and also head down to color grading, then go to the shadows, play around with the blues here, let's go to the mid-tones also, and play around with the oranges. Then go to the highlights and also play around with the blues. Come down to luminous, and then push it to like 5, and then push blend to like 60. Scroll down here, then head to sharpening, and then push it to like 10. Then I'll come to calibration, and then go to the red primary, push the saturation to like 5, the red saturation, then the green primary to push the saturation to like 5, then blue primary to push it to like 5. Yes, so now our design looks better and more beautiful than it used to. The colors are popping out very well. So now I'm going to click on OK. So now if I toggle it off and on, you could see the difference. So this is before I added the filter, and now this is after. Before I added the filter, and this is after. Yes, so our design is done. If you really enjoyed this tutorial, kindly like this video, share, and then subscribe to Kojo Qube Studios for more and more design contents like this. See you in my next lesson. Bye for now.